All right, you guys. So I want to welcome you back to another edition of the Skeleton Crew. This is going to be episode 3. I think we're going to get 8 episodes of this particular series. The first 2 episodes started off fairly well. I was a little bothered by the dialogue with the kids, specifically for Wim. Wow, man, I don't know why it bothered me so much, but and I totally understand where he's coming from. He's a dreamer. I'm a dreamer. So I totally get where he's coming from. He's a little kid dreamer. He's dreaming about being a Jedi, and he wants to save people. And he's a very good-hearted guy, very, very much like Luke, for the exception of the fact that when we run into Luke, he's a little bit older than Wim is. But the character kind of got under my skin a little bit, just a little too childish for me. But I do like the character, and I like all of the characters. All of the kids are great. They're all doing an excellent job. As a matter of fact, I might argue that they're doing too good of a job of being a little irritating as children. But that is my personal problem, not theirs. They are doing an excellent job portraying the characters that they have been asked to play. So, again, we find that these kids may be on a mythical planet that holds some type of treasure. The planet has a barrier that prevents. It doesn't necessarily prevent ships from coming in or out because, again, the kids took off on a ship that seemingly crash landed on their planet. And then in that same ship, they were able to break through the barrier and take off. So it's not a planet that, or the barrier is not anything that prevents ships from coming in and out, but perhaps it conceals the planet and keeps planets off of their radar and scopes, which is very interesting, something I believe which would be new for Star Wars, where a planet is able to conceal itself from anyone's radar or scopes who may be passing through. So really interesting dynamic that's been built around at Aden. So we're going to go ahead and get into episode 3, guys, which is called Very Interesting as an Astrogration Problem. So I'm not sure what astrogration means, but we will find out in this episode, guys. So let's go ahead and get into episode 3 of the Skeleton Crew, guys. Let's get into this episode. The writers have obviously made this planet a key part of this story.
Supervisor going to contact the Republic for help.
Because the starship is outside the barrier, the supervisor is unable to risk any contact.
Contact outside of the barrier is forbidden. Okay, interesting. So they're giving us a little bit with at Aden. They've already thrown the fact that this planet has some kind of mystery behind it, and now from the perspective on the inside, they refuse, not even at the risk of children, to contact anyone for help, because they don't want to have themselves discovered. So obviously the kids have escaped with John. He's going to use the Force again. Wow. Wow. He's definitely a Force user. Yeah, no, you have no idea who this guy is. So Fern is very skeptical of him, and she may have every right to be.
Jedis are the defenders of justice and keepers of peace in the galaxy. Everybody knows that.
He's not.
Now then, which direction?
That's cool.
So I guess KP's got the Force too.
The Force flows through us all. So they made it outside of the prison already. And why is Neil lingering back? Wait. Ah, man, Neil, put it down. And where's SM33? They're not going to go back for SM33?
His rock goodbye.
What about SM-33?
What about what?
Our droid. He knows how to operate and repair the ship.
We'll be fine when
I thought the Jedi never left a man behind.
That's not. First, it's a droid. Second, that's not a Jedi thing. The Jedi say.
If you don't go, I will.
Cool.
He is claiming to be a Jedi.
I'll do it. I want to blast off accidentally before I get back.
We should blast off before he gets back. What?
Silver was escaped by Jeffrey's skull, so every
Oh, okay. So they're looking for him.
Hello, I am CZD299.
The prince is in danger. No, no. Battle droid. Cool. Live action battle droid. Again, very nice. Practical, I believe. Have they taken them apart?
What do you want?
SM-33.
Might be. Depends who's asking.
I'll take that as a yes.
So this may be cool. We may see a Jedi and this. Oh my God.
Captain Silver, is that you?
Ben Jar Panic.
Ben Jar Planet.
Old blood.
Oh, Brutus let you out.
So he was the captain, obviously.
Let you loose right before your
Just mine are finally found. A big school.
Ooh.
Talked off.
So he is interested in the planet. Damn it.
Wouldn't have nothing to do with those. Call in the guards. Have a little chat.
Damn.
He's not. It's
Wow. Damn.
He has a friend that can help us get home. Look!
Let's go! Hit the throttle!
Out of the way.
So very easy escape.
Watch this.
Uh-oh. Oh, damn. 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 Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh. The special effects, I love it. I love it. Oh wow. He's gonna hyperdrive while the fool.
Dangerous to go to hyperspace if we're tied to something?
Damn. Damn. Woo!
Intruder on board.
That's right. He's good. He's on our side. He saved us.
Right.
And you. He's a Jedi.
Droid.
Freaking Neil.
Looking for something? Jedi? Who are you to give orders?
Never mind who I am.
Mm.
Not my words, Fry. Oh, you repeat them again. They're definitely from somewhere.
What does your mom do? She works in admin. Mine are analysts. Yeah, mine too. So what do they analyze? Something boring.
Money?
Time to get some sleep.
But tired.
Sometimes you have to trust your gut.
That's not a stream.
You reach my friend's moon in a few hours.
That doesn't mean he's a Jedi, though. Interesting music for Star Wars.
Friend of mine, we go way back, but
I don't trust her. She might stab us in the back.
I wonder who this friend is. Oh, she's already called the authorities. She's already stabbed him in the back. And 1,000 wolves. An owl.
Get down to business.
quiet, Jack.
Why
He rescued us.
is she dressed like a Jedi?
On the way home.
I got maps of every star in the galaxy and hyperspace routes between them.
You've heard of it, right?
At Hutton.
At Aden?
Wait,
Is that a map?
No, my dear. You see, your home has been purposely hidden from the rest of the galaxy.
She knows.
To Atta depicts the jewels of the old republic. Planets and wonders kept hidden.
The Old Republic. Oh, wow. There's more than one planet.
Except for
Oh, they were all destroyed except for one. At Aden.
now only remembered in children
Interesting.
and rumors believed by fools.
Any nearby planets?
In school we learned about Coruscant and Alderaan.
Alderaan.
Huh.
Fascinating.
They don't know.
Part of the Great Work is that what?
What's that symbol?
Here, on your rucksack.
Hmm.
Cross-reference this with the jewels of the old republic. Planets and nebulae are estimated orbital parameters. This may actually work.
Very interesting.
No, actually, so many parameters to run. You know, it could take who knows how long.
Oh, she's stalling.
I didn't know better.
Yeah, she's stalling.
I'd say he was.
Observatory Moon, come in. This is Center Control inbound to your decision.
You wouldn't shoot me, not in front of the children.
Observatory Jack.
Children, listen. Crimson Jack is a scoundrel. All he wants is your treasure.
Damn. Damn. Oh, wow.
Go ahead. Let's go.
I've got the coordinates. Come on.
But what are you going to do? Go with Jack?
He's this far, but I don't trust him. Not really.
Well, the ship wasn't that far.
Wait! No! Come on, we're not. 33!
Is a Jedi giving you trouble?
We are not going anywhere until you tell us who you are.
The truth is, I'm just like you. Okay? I'm lost. I'm alone.
But you are a Jedi, right?
No.
I never actually said that.
What? I knew it.
Republic X-Wings.
What now?
I'll get the hyperdrive ready.
Right,
Rely on the droid. I'll let you down every time.
Doesn't trust droids.
Like this. Just wiggle the controls a little. Evade.
Oh, shh.
You. With me.
Eh, that's not a good idea with Neil.
Fire here. Just keep them back. Let's go.
He loves it. Ain't even got to tell him nothing. Ha! Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
A little further. Almost there.
Almost
Almost there.
there. Call back to A New Hope. And they're out.
Yeah, where they're headed.
If I told you,
You wouldn't believe me.
wouldn't believe me.
All right. So, actually, a really, really fun episode. I actually enjoyed that a lot. It gave us a little bit of everything. I will say things moved very, very fast. Obviously, the kids and John Gerard escape from the prison. They make their way through the port and onto the ship. As they're pulling off, the gas line is still attached, and Gerard is trying to fly the fuel line off. So he's spinning it around in a circle. They're getting their gun turrets ready to blast. And just in the nick of time, they're able to hyperspace directly from the port off of the gas line. And then just as they're doing it, the turret fires. So I don't know if the turret fired and knocked the gas line off and then they took off, or if they took off, the gas line snapped, and then the turret fired. I just watched the episode, so I'm not sure exactly how that happened, but really cool. I thought the CGI and the graphics in this episode, because it was obviously a lot. The ships crashing into each other at the port, and as he was pulling all the ships that were tethered to the gas line, I thought all of that looked really, really cool and very convincing. I think the only part that looked a little weird to me is when Neil was flying the ship, and they do a far off shot of the X-Wings and their ship. And this ship actually has a name, and I forgot exactly what that ship name is. I'll have to get it. But it just looked a little, the graphics there looked a little weird right there. But for the majority, especially for the close-up scenes that we got, the graphics, I was actually kind of impressed with that. I'll be interested to see what some of the other fans thought, because they really, this particular series is really heavy with the scenery and the graphics. But a lot of it has been excellent. I thought the spaceport looks absolutely awesome. Those ships that were being pulled when they were tethered, I thought looked really convincing and very nice. I think they're doing a very good job with the graphics on this particular series. But again, I'm not really an expert on CGI and graphics, so I'll be interested to see what some of the other fans think about what they saw here in this particular episode. But I thought their escape was fairly easy. But on the other hand, they do have a Jedi. Let me not stop calling him a Jedi. I don't think he's a Jedi. I think he's a Force user for sure. There's no doubt about that. I just don't know if he's a Jedi. Obviously, he has a reputation from what we learned with the owl-like creature. The first time we're ever seeing this particular species in Star Wars. I thought she looked very interesting. She also had a cape, and it looked like she had a tunic as well. I didn't know if those were Jedi robes. And I'm not going to even go there at this particular point. But it was interesting that she had those the clothing that she had, the cape, and what looked to be a tunic on. So I don't know exactly who she is. I don't know if this is a character that they pulled from Legends, or a species that they pulled from Legends that I don't know about. But I thought she was very, very interesting. As the kids take off from the port, they're kind of getting to know Gerard a little bit. And it seemingly he gave the children his real name and not whatever his alias is. Not saying that they can trust him, because obviously his conversation with one of the other pirates as he is escaping, because he has to eventually go back and get SM-33. But as he's escaping, he has this conversation with one of the other pirates, and he reveals that he is interested in the planet and the treasures that it may possess. He speaks of a score, big score that he's looking to get. So we'll have to see what his intentions are, but definitely something for us to look forward to throughout the rest of this series. And then, as I had mentioned, he did have to go back and get SM-33. He was able to retrieve him. And again, was a fairly easy escape for him to pull this big, heavy robot drag it around, get to one of those little shuttles and get himself back to the ship. That part seems a little bit rushed. I think it may have required a little more detail in regards to how he was able to escape with such a very heavy droid dragging it around. But you know, I think for the purposes of this particular series, and if we're thinking of this as a Goonies style in space series, I can live with the fact that they kind of rushed through the escapes here in the initial parts of this episode. So as they escape with SM-33, they activate him. SM-33 is immediately distrustful of this character, calling, well, the kids call him a Jedi. He later on, he states that he didn't exactly say that he was a Jedi when the kids ask him for the truth. But at one point in this particular episode, he did say or kind of insinuate that he was a Jedi. Later on in the episode, he's going to basically state or again make an insinuation that he is not a Jedi. So a very interesting aspect there to this character of John Gerard. So again, they go to visit the owl-like creature, has all these star maps and is very knowledgeable, and he is able to quickly calculate or at least eliminate the majority of the galaxy. And not only that, but at Aden is the last of several planets that were hidden for specific reasons. I believe specifically because maybe what they're insinuating is they're perhaps making money. Perhaps the banking clan used these planets to where they manufactured Old Republic credits. Maybe that's why these credits that these kids have are in such a mint condition. And the kids quickly figure out that that all of their parents seem to be an analyst of some type, or what are they analyzing? And they figure out that it must be the money. Planet may be some kind of mint of some kind, and they've been cut off from the rest of the galaxy so long that they didn't know that Alderaan had been destroyed. The kids have no idea. They think Alderaan is still around. And I thought that was a very cool Easter egg in this particular episode as well. John Gerard figures out that, and I need to get the owl creature's name. Unfortunately, I didn't catch her name, but the owl creature, or John Gerard figures out that the owl creature is stalling. So there's a skirmish between him and the owl creature. He kind of tosses her into these books or whatever it is that she flew into. And once the computer has calculated the coordinates for the particular planets there are that may be hidden behind gassy or these gassy clouds, he takes off with that card, and the kids follow in tow. However, the owl warns KB about John Gerard, telling her she uses his quote, "Trust your gut," and she tells KB to use her head. There's a little mystery behind John Gerard. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? I don't think he's a Sith, nor do I think he's a Jedi. I think he's just a Force user who is using his Force abilities for selfish reasons, but not so much that he's evil. He's just a con man, but he's a con man who actually has Force abilities, I believe. But we'll have to see if that is the case. So the kids get back to the ship, but before they get on the ship, they confront John Gerard, asking him to tell them the truth. He doesn't really exactly tell them the truth, but he does level with them to the point where he's able to make a deal with them. He is working for them, and he is going to help them get home, and perhaps maybe he can get a little reward for helping the kids get back home. So they work this deal out, get back on the ship, and take off just before New Republic X-Wings locate them. And once they locate them, the X-Wings are going after the ship. Gerard obviously gives the kids their jobs, their title. Neil gets to fly the ship erratically. As I mentioned, there was a portion where they do a far shot and the graphics didn't look as good as they should have, looked a little wonky, especially given the fact that they were trying to show that Neil couldn't steer the ship, almost crashed the ship a couple of times. Wim and Fern are put into the gun turrets, and KB is in charge of calculating the coordinates so they can jump, make the jump to hyperspace. See the kids in the turrets, and they're blasting on these X-Wings and get a hit on one of the X-Wings. And obviously the X-Wings are not trying to fire upon this ship because there's children on this ship, and that easily explains why they were able to escape from the X-Wings, and then they take off into hyperspace. The owl creature approaches the New Republic, telling the pilot. Well, the pilot asks, what's going on? Where are they going? And she turns around and says, if I told you, you wouldn't believe me. Because obviously, again, this adding to the mystery of this planet, this is a mystery, a mythical planet. But obviously, these planets did serve a specific purpose during the Old Republic. And they were hidden specifically for what I understand. And I'll have to get more confirmation on this. But it seems to me that Aden is one of several planets that were used to mint currency, one of which is the Old Republic credits that we see Wim with that are in pristine condition. So we'll have to see if that is exactly what Aden is. Obviously, if that is the case, there's plenty of treasure on this planet. And most definitely would make a lot of sense why they would conceal this planet from the rest of the galaxy. So I thought this was a really good episode. I thought it was a very fun episode, even though I thought the escapes were a bit rushed. I think they're doing a very decent job of putting in the building blocks towards the main plot, especially given the fact that we got a little bit revealed with Aden being, again, a part of several planets which served a specific purpose during the Old Republic. So again, I thought this was a really good episode. I thought it gave us lots of action, lots of information, and of course I thought the kids were absolutely perfect this time around. The kids didn't bother me at all in this particular episode. So I have to say I did quite enjoy this particular episode, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and score this episode, and I'm going to give this episode a 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was action-packed. I like the information that they provided us in regards to Aden. I love the mystery that they're building with Aden. And then, of course, I also am enjoying the mystery that is being built around John Gerard, and what is his motivation. Is he looking to get a big score and make amends with his pirates so he can once again be the captain? Or is he looking to really help the kids and get them back home and take whatever little reward that they're going to give him, and he'll be on his merry way, guys? So we'll have to see exactly what his character is up to. But I have enjoyed the mystery that they're building in this particular series. And then, of course, I thought this particular episode was absolutely fun. Really still giving me the Goonie vibes in space. Again, I thought it was very enjoyable, and I look forward to episode 4 next week. And I do hope that you will join me for episode 4 next week at this same time, guys. So, guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Did you enjoy this episode as much as I did? Did you feel as though the escape was a little too easy, like I did? Did you feel like there were certain parts of this particular episode that may have been rushed? Let me know. Put those thoughts down below, guys. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And, of course, guys, from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.